What is good, Donut Nation? This is the most viewed Donut SMP video ever posted this quickly. Look at that sentence. I don't know if that sentence really made that much sense, but 600,000 views in 3 days is insane. It's made by my old friend. I guess we're still friends. We haven't really talked that much recently, but made by my friend Bacon Waffles. His videos are so... Yo, editor, cut that out. And he makes amazing videos. He's such a genuine dude, which is why I'm excited to watch this video. So let's get right into it.
This is a chart of the most competitive economies in the world. Anything stand out to you? Yeah, I also didn't think Denmark could crack the list. Just kidding, #1 isn't even a country, it's a Minecraft server. On the Donut SMP, everyone plays in the same giant world, all competing to get as much money as possible. And I'm going to attempt one of its hardest challenges, going from nothing to $1 billion to prove that I'm a business genius. Now, I don't want my massive amount of fame to matter here, so to make the challenge fair, I'm undercover as Business Joe 44, and I currently have no money, putting me behind
What place is he in? Is that 2 millionth place? Yeah, that's 2 millionth place.
Over 2 million other players.
Okay, let's start off, we got mushrooms. How much can I sell mushrooms for?
It turns out, a lot, and after a few minutes, I got to 100K. Now,
you got $100,000 selling brown mushrooms. Already off to an amazing start. You delivered 30 brown mushrooms for $30,000. What? That's insane. It takes people like 30 minutes to get 100K.
We're in the
Okay,
top.
I don't know about 30 minutes, maybe like 10 minutes. He got that instantly.
Million. We're climbing the ranks. But getting $1 billion with this method would mean mining mushrooms for the rest of my life, and I needed a way to make my first few million. Donut SMP has a lot of streamers, and these streamers usually are pretty rich. So I figured if I could get one to teleport to me, I could sell them a mystery box for like 5 mil. Well, I could, if I didn't look like the noobiest noob of all time. So I mined some more mushrooms and bought the cheapest diamond armor I could find.
Okay, look at me.
Then I made the worst mystery box ever and started trying to teleport streamers. And after like 30 minutes of trying, I finally got
Wait,
one.
Flops. I swear I've teleported this guy, right? I recognize his name.
Remember, I'm undercover, so I was using a fake voice that no one would recognize.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, why's your voice
No, if I heard this, I would know it was Bacon
so
Waffles.
deep?
Bro, I'm just like going through puberty. I was wondering,
No, yeah, I would have recognized it 100%.
I'm a business guy, as you can tell by my name. I was wondering if you would be willing to buy a mystery box.
How much is it?
It's 5 mil.
I can't do that, bro, but I can still pay you some money.
30 minutes for 500,000 pity dollars was not worth it at all. But luckily, I had a new money-making method. I bought a stack of TNT on the auction house for 200K, then used it to blow up sand in a desert. Sand costs a lot, so this worked pretty well. And after about 10 minutes...
Okay, watch this. Stop hitting me. Really cool, dude. You're ruining.
Yo, he 100% should go back to selling those mushrooms. I think he would have made $1 million way faster.
My moment. I just hit 1 million coins and you're ruining my moment.
And it was a big moment. I was now 1,000th of the way to $1 billion. But I had a plan.
Oh, he's top 500K.
See, I looked up what the best money-making methods were, and the top results were all kelp farms. So I was gonna use the sand money to build one, which would hopefully make me a bunch of millions of dollars.
Wow. If you guys don't know, like building a farm like this is so hard. Like it takes so, it's not like an easy thing to do. You watch it in a video and it looks easy, but if you go to build this in the server yourself, it takes hours.
Now, I have a kelp farm, but kelp doesn't actually sell for that much. The real money is when you cook them. So I needed to build a super smelter as well. I finished the farm, but I couldn't actually run it yet. I needed bones and blaze rods to grow and cook the kelp.
Look, he's 9 hours in. He's 9 hours in, bro. It doesn't look like it when you watch the video. It looks like it was just a simple like building the blocks. No. It is hard to build these farms.
To make enough money to buy them, I had to go back to the sand mines. And after a bit of that, I ordered some bones and I could finally start up the farm.
Let's get this thing working. You can see the kelp goes here into these tubes. Man, I'm a big fan of tubes. It goes around, of course, into the hoppers, and then we should see that the first smoker is starting to work. Yes, look at that.
Now, building a base is always a bit risky because players can find and grief it, but the world is so large that it'll hopefully be safe for a while. The bones to run the farm are expensive, and the only way to get a lot of them myself is with skeleton spawners. But unlike every other item, spawners can't be sold through orders or the auction house. You have to trade them by meeting in person. So I joined the Donut SMP Discord, where all the business takes place. I joined a random call, and it turned out 2 of the people were making a deal for skeleton spawners.
You're selling 316? Yeah.
That is not 600, bro.
No, 316.
Oh, yeah, 300, yeah.
I was curious how these business deals went down,
His name is Business Joe. He made a Discord for it too.
so I decided to watch.
Okay, right here. So each stack is 700. Wait, 70 million?
The 74.
I got a
Okay,
calculator
that's
up
the
doing the
first
trade.
Nah.
What? Oh my god, I just got scammed. Oh my god, thank you so much, bro.
Yo,
That's probably how you make all your money.
Yo.
yo, he just watched the scam. Yo, this guy's probably so bad.
That's funny.
Wait, that's actually what the hell?
But the crazy thing is, this is by design. Donut could
Why does he have to say it in that voice?
easily make spawners auctionable or add some sort of trade system, but they don't, because scamming is an intentional part of the server. Anyway,
I don't know if scamming is an intentional part of the server. The reason why we don't put in the auction is because it would be way too easy for players to get spawners, and the richest person in the server would just be whoever had the most spawners. And I don't really like that, because the more rich you are, the more spawners you can buy. So it's just kind of stupid.
I'm not buying any skeleton spawners anytime soon. The first round of bones made about 1 mil profit, around double what I put
It
in.
still is kind of like that right now, but just slowed down because you have to manually trade.
So if the farm doubled my money each time it ran, I'd need to get a lot of money first to make it actually work. So I tried order flipping. Rich players make orders for items like hoppers at higher prices than what it costs to craft them. So I ordered the materials and crafted them myself, and it made some money, but it was too slow to really be worth it. Next, I mined blue ice, which is expensive because it's used in a lot of farms. And in 10 minutes, I made $1 million, which is not bad at all. But then I found some random obsidian under the ice, which led me to a trial chamber. So I bought an ominous bottle and completed the rooms. After selling all the loot, I made 4 mil in like 30 minutes. It seemed like Donut SMP had a lot of ways to make a bit of money, but I still hadn't found anything that could get me to $1 billion. I figured the kelp farm was my best bet at the moment, so I used my 8 mil to buy some bones for it and then started on some upgrades. I replaced the kelp cooker with the system that had quadrupled the smokers. Then I connected that to a shulker loader, which is awesome.
Oh my gosh,
Once the
his money went down so much. Oh my gosh, he's a day and 7 hours into this. He has $0. He spent all this money on this kelp farm.
shulker fills up, the machine detects it, breaks it, and places a new one. And even better, you can sell the kelp while it's still in the shulker. This is $1 million game design right here. While doing all this building, I joined more donut calls to see if I could find any money-making methods, and the main thing I saw was gambling. Rich players built casinos, and they would share their screen playing the games while people sent in bets.
11 on lava chicken, liquid chicken.
Little kids, bro.
This one guy in the call named Sunset had been gambling for
There's
a
actually, it actually, it's kind of bad, bro. There's a lot of little kids who gamble on Donut SMP.
bit, and he started going on a run. He won
The thing is, I don't really care if kids gamble, but a lot of people do. Because kids gamble in every single game. And, so I don't know. I don't know if I should, if we ban gambling, that's like a manually moderated thing we'd have to do. To like manually ban gamblers. Like that's a lot of moderation needed to do. So I don't really know if we should do it. That's why we keep it.
50 mil, then another 50 mil, then he lost 50 mil, and then he bet 75.
Can I get lower?
Lower. Get lower than a 9. I'm out of here.
Wait, what?
Did he just really scam me for 75 mil?
Wait, did you
No way.
actually get scammed by him?
Yeah.
The dude he was gambling with
Did you actually get scammed by him?
had almost $30 billion, and
God.
even after gambling with this guy for a while, he still took a little extra at the end. All this gambling gave me an idea, but I need some more money to do it. I only had 4
Oh
mil
shoot!
after building
Is he gonna become a scammer?
the new smelter, and I wanted twice that to run the new and improved kelp factory. Now, I could spend like 20 minutes in a trial chamber, but it did just so happen that the dude that got scammed had a casino himself.
All right, 4 mil.
You want Russian roulette?
Yeah, I'll do once.
No. 4 million. That's all his money. Are you serious? Why would he spend $4 million on that?
I'll go once.
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 Let's go.
Well, I just used all my luck for the rest of the video. I put all the money
Yo,
into
okay, he has 8 million now. Nice.
the farm, and while it
Yo,
worked,
Flawless Who with the 10 euro or 10 euros. Thank you, bro. Can I have a shout out? Your shout out to Flawless Who.
I got to work myself on my new plan. Running a casino can make a lot of money, but you need a lot of money so that people can make big bets. So because I didn't have that, I needed to make my casino better in other ways. Everyone else was doing dispenser games, and I thought they were a bit boring. So I did some research on bone meal probabilities for crops and saplings. I mean, I was doing some high school level math here, which by the way, if you're an entrepreneur like
What
me,
the heck?
is all you need. And while working on that, I kept the farm running by keeping it stocked with bones. Finally, the kelp got me to 25 mil, and I finished my beautiful farm-themed casino. So now, I was open for business. Until I realized I needed to level up in the Donut SMP server to be able to screen share. So I talked in general like a 5-year-old until I got it. Now I was open for
Well,
business.
the reason we have that is because some people screen share some crazy stuff, like with bot accounts.
And it was time to get some customers.
I guess it's
Anyone
kind
trying
of
to do
it's
some
not.
bone meal gambling?
This was a building
Whatever.
call, so I'm not really sure if anyone's gambling.
Who's trying to low stakes gamble though? Or at least check this out.
No one wants to gamble.
But I literally invented a new way to gamble. Just check it out.
Are you forcing your voice? Or is it just really that deep?
Nah, bro. Everyone says that. Whatever, bro. Y'all ever heard of bone meal gambling?
No. Gambling my own casino.
Can you give me some feedback on mine at least? If no one's gambling right now.
Oh, like, yeah, I know this. It's not good.
Like, isn't this one sort of fun? Like, you know, it's like bone meal. You get.
Yeah, I know this game. I saw it. I don't like it. It's just really boring. Like, people more attracted to like cards, numbers, or like paper, blackjack, roulette.
Unfortunately, I knew this dude was
Yo, I love bacon, bro. I need to make a video off stream like this, bro, and interact with the real community who interacting with people where they don't know it's me, bro.
right. and
That's what I
was
need.
gonna stop wasting my time with this stupid idea. But I didn't have any better ones, so I just started watching other people's videos on how to make money, which is kind of dumb. If it was that easy, everyone would just have $1 billion.
I genuinely don't know what to do, bro.
I just started looking through Donut's market channel until a message caught my eye. If you place blocks in an area, you can see those blocks on a map, and if you make a large enough pixel art, you can get a map with whatever image you want. So I asked this guy how much he would pay for one, and he said 45 mil. He wanted it to say /pay chill 2K with a green background. Looked a little bit like an album cover to me, but whatever. After messing around with some image to Minecraft sites and
How did he get that guy who wanted to pay $45 million for a map
the
like
creative
that?
world, I got a blueprint that I could build on Donut. I needed a ton of lime wool for this, so I put in a giant order for wool and lime
8
dye.
million!
Unfortunately,
Oh my gosh.
not a lot of people were selling lime dye, but they were selling sea pickles, which you can cook to make it. I figured I could just use my kelp smelter for this, so I loaded in the pickles.
Ooh, I like that.
But then, I realized that they don't cook in smokers. I felt very stupid while manually removing all of them from my machine. Instead, I just built a normal furnace smelter and connected it to a lime wool auto crafting machine I built because I thought that crafting them myself would take too long. Finally, I was able to turn on the crafter, which I of course connected to a shulker loader, except the wool was getting stuck, so I had to quickly fix it before it despawned, which on Donut only takes 90... Okay, I fixed it. After easily getting the wool, it was time for the even easier part. Placing all of it. It took around 2.5 hours, but eventually I finished.
Yeah,
now, of
yeah,
course,
that's fire, bro. He made $30 million profit if he doesn't get scammed. Wait, if he gets scammed? No, if he gets scammed.
I did have to avoid getting scammed, but that should be pretty simple. I had a map art with this dude's name on it. It was useless to everyone other than him, so as long as I had proof that I built it, I had no reason to scam him. So because of that, he shouldn't have any problem sending me the money first. And now, it was time for the transaction. Okay, I was running a call with this guy.
Yo.
What's good, bro? How long did it take you?
Well, the wool getting was kind of difficult, but the actual placing took me only like 2 hours or so.
45 minutes. Alright, I sent it. Did you
Oh, he didn't get scammed.
get that, bro?
All right, here you go, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for not scamming.
Yo.
He's so hyped. He has 57 mil
He
now.
just made 45
Wait.
freaking mil. I definitely should not have teleported this guy here.
but whatever. I had to spend about 15 mil, so it's about 30 mil profit, and it did take me a day, but I mean, this is more money than I've seen so far. This is more money that I've made doing
But he's
it.
trying to get a
He also
billion though. How is he gonna get a billion? 50 million is a long way away from a billion.
decided to give me a bunch of random map arts, which was cool. I sold a copy of one of them to a dude for 600k, so free money, I guess. But mostly, I wanted to put
God, are you serious? Stop. Why would somebody buy that map art for 600k?
of one of them to a dude for 600k, so
Why would somebody buy that for 600k, bro?
free money, I guess.
By the way, if you okay, go back to the image. I just want to show you guys if you ever see it again.
Map art.
This image right here that you see right here, this is an AI image. So is this one. Any like weird image you see of me is most likely
Which
AI.
was cool.
I just don't want you guys to think that it's real.
I sold a copy of one of them to a dude for 600k, so free money, I guess. But mostly, I wanted to put my newly earned cash into the kelp farm to see how much it would make. However, the amount of bones I could get for this money was way more than the farm could hold with chests, so I had to build a shulker unloader for it.
All right, we're gonna make the largest order we've ever made. 296,000 bones, 35 million coins worth of bones.
So I started loading the bones into my shulker loaders and then loading the shulkers into the shulker unloader, but the shulker loaders were really slow, and it turned out the fastest shulker loading was just me loading shulkers. Anyways, I AFK'd the farm for like 8 hours, and when it was all done, I got only 46 mil? With the blaze rods and the bones, that's only like 6 mil profit, which definitely didn't seem right. And it wasn't right. I didn't put enough empty shulkers in the loader, so a lot of the kelp just despawned. I decided to try it again, but first I built a system to load bones into shulkers way faster and connected it right to the kelp farm. So I ordered 40 mil worth
By the
of
way,
bones.
this is probably so complicated to people who don't play Donut SMP. Like, I wonder what I would think about all this stuff that he's talking about, like, before I started playing Donut SMP. I think I would have just been confused and probably just would have no idea what's going on.
And started loading. And after a much quicker loading process, I started up the farm. But then I got a DM from my map art customer asking for a replacement, so I told him I'd sell him one for 5 mil, which I thought was honestly very generous. Make copies of your map arts, kids. I AFK'd the farm for 5 hours, but when I came back,
Oh no, it's backed up.
Why are you guys saying just shut up?
so I quickly turned off the farm and added a system that would automatically turn it off if it started to overflow. Then I turned it back on and let it finish. Once it was done, the farm had made 30 mil in profit, putting me at $99 million.
I'm not gonna lie, I really want to clean 100 mil. All right.
This put me in the top 50,000
All right.
players, which was cool, but I was still only
Okay,
10%
so top 50,000. If you get $100 million, you get in the top 50K. I don't really know what to think about that.
of the way to $1 billion, which meant I needed to load up a new order of bones. But before I could AFK the farm again, I had to head back home to my family for the holidays.
So it's like this factory, and I buy a bunch of bones and turn it into bone meal, which then it grows kelp, and then all the kelp goes into like this super big smelter thing, turns it into kelp blocks, which I can then sell for a lot of profit. So I'm at like 100 million coins on this server.
That's interesting, sweetie. Any new thoughts about going back to college?
I had to play the server on my laptop, which wasn't really a big problem because I kind of just had to AFK. But then, disaster struck. Now my laptop
his
wasn't
face got
recording
raided.
my mic, but I was probably saying stuff like, "Oh man, this really sucks." I guess it was just a matter of time. I put so much time into this farm, bro. Built so many shulker loaders. With nothing to do in Minecraft until my trip was over, I decided to go to a party.
All right.
Do you invest?
No, sorry. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like what Warren Buffett said, if you don't make money while you sleep.
Yo, so yeah, I definitely can hear that he recorded these voice lines in an empty room inside. This does not sound like he's outside. Anyone else agree?
It's like what Warren Buffett said, if you don't make money while you sleep, you will work until you die.
I think I heard my friends calling for me. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Once my trip was done, it was time to get back to work. My base was rated mid-kelp production, but luckily I grabbed enough kelp beforehand that I was back at 100 mil. I needed a new base, so I dug one out using my new and improved base creating method.
Hey.
Then I gutted what was left of my old farms and used the materials to build a big shulker loader in my new base. Why do I need a shulker loader? Well, I ordered 100,000 cobblestone and I need somewhere to put it. You see, I started tracking the prices of high volume items and
No way. Has anyone else ever done this before? Tracking the time and like the price of different things. Does he think like at certain times of the day? Whatever.
And cobblestone spiked and crashed like every day. So my plan was to buy low and sell high, and I bought 100,000 cobblestones for $50 each. And now all I had to do was wait. Okay, well, I got impatient and ordered another 200,000 cobblestone. But before that order even filled, I saw someone was buying them for $100 each. So I sold the shulkers and boom, 5 mil profit. That convinced me that the method was good, so I ordered 500,000 more cobblestone. Unfortunately, this method required a lot of waiting for orders to fill and people to pay a lot for cobble, so to pass time, I looked through the market channel for anyone who might need a custom map art. And lucky enough, I found someone and shot them a message. And they said they'd pay me 50 mil, so I got to work.
Why do people want these map arts that say like /pay blah 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 blah? What's the point?
Hour to get a good blueprint, but I was gonna try something new. Instead of building with wool, I was gonna use carpets, which would be cheaper. The only problem was that I needed a platform to put them on, and my old map art would be perfect. Except I had accidentally deleted my home for it. So I ordered the wool and started on a new cobblestone platform. 2.5 hours.
Gambling? How is that for gambling? For gambling on TikTok? Like to put it on their screen? Is that why?
Later, it was done. Look at that beautiful map art. Luckily, I didn't have to deal with any sea pickles for the wool for this one, and I could get straight into placing the carpets. And an extremely fun 2 hours later, I finished. I put the map up on auction, and he bought it. After selling some more cobblestone, I was up to
you just hold it. You hold it in your hand. Can they not just put text? Like, okay, for these TikTok streamers or these streamers, why don't they just put text on screen saying like /pay blah 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 blah? Why do they have to hold it in their hand?
175 million. I wanted to make more map arts, but I didn't want to wait for someone to ask for one. So I decided to just ask the people with casinos.
Yo, Bladeless, are you interested in a?
Let me do one more blackjack. One more blackjack.
15. 15 hit.
Yes,
15
I
hit.
very much am. I want it to look like this. How much would you charge for something looking like that?
Okay, 50-50,
I could
bro.
probably do that for.
Can you go 1 mil on anchor?
Like 40 mil?
Yeah, I'll do 40 mil.
Okay.
I'll pay 40
Can
mil.
you
I
go
can
1 mil
send you
anchor?
No, this guy has $1 billion. You should have charged like 200 mil.
Fine, and then you tell me if you like it.
I quickly whipped up a design, sent it to my customer for feedback, changed it a little, and then it was ready to be built. And unlike my other map arts, I already had most of the blocks placed. I just needed to move some carpets around. So now, instead of 2 hours, building it took 30 minutes.
Wait a second. Why doesn't he just keep selling these map arts to people and just keep shifting the wool around?
Alright, and
Hey, I'm an honest businessman. I really needed this.
As am I.
This guy was obviously very rich, so I wanted to ask him some questions, you know, businessman to businessman.
I'm curious, how long did it take you to get $1 billion?
It took me like, to be honest, like maybe like 3 hours.
3 hours to get $1 billion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how'd you do
Because I
it?
only gambled for around 3 hours.
You gambled your way to $1 billion?
Took me 3 hours.
Dang.
That was super easy.
Cap.
So I asked more
Y'all
people,
think it's cap?
and after getting rejected a few times, I found someone. And I realized I didn't need to make a whole new design for each map art. I could just replace the name. So the whole design and placing took me 30 minutes total.
Okay.
30 minutes to make $40 million.
Yo,
I
are
like
any
that.
of y'all trying to buy a custom /pay map art? I'm interested in buying a custom I'm making a custom /pay map art.
/pay map art?
/pay map art. Oh wait, that crown, bro. Oh shoot, that probably like raises the price by a lot.
Once I got to 700 mil, I did start to have some issues.
Is anybody interested
700 mil. Oh my gosh.
in a custom /pay map art?
Yo, yeah. Can you make one for me?
Yeah, I do them for 40 mil. I
Which is
can
it
send
gonna
you the design.
Oh, never mind. I can find people for 10 mil. I'm good. Thank
No,
you.
you can't. I can get it done in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I have people who can get it done in 30 minutes as well.
Oh yeah, that's why you don't have a map art.
Now, this was funny, but after spending a lot of time in these calls, it was clear that the Donut SMP community is pretty terrible. The Minecraft server itself is well moderated, but the calls in the Discord are not. There are nice people, but they're usually drowned out by the kids saying slurs just quiet enough that their parents can't hear. Proving I'm a business genius is, you know, my job, but I cannot recommend you join these calls for free. Anyway, I upgraded my map art with some cool playing cards. but I still had some issues selling them. I made a map art for this guy, and then he messages me, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I got hacked. They wiped my e-chest and my balance. And to make matters worse, my platform got kinda grief, which was annoying, but it wasn't too hard to repair. And apparently my map arts had started to spread.
Wait, hold up, wait. Look behind you, bro. Did you dupe the Hayden map arts?
Yeah.
What the hell, bro? What possible excuse could you...
Wait, that's funny, bro. He randomly joined a call and saw a map art that he built for someone.
Yeah.
What the hell, bro? What possibly use could you have for that?
I say don't sell it on AH. That's how I make my money.
You sell the trying to be like Hayden map art on AH?
I had finally found my
Nice.
billion-dollar method, and I just had to keep building and building until...
Yo, unauthorized guy, finished your map art.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, $1 billion. Wow. 5 days though. Look at that, guys. 5 days to get $1 billion. How many is that? How many hours is that? 5 times 24? I don't really know, but bro, that's like 125 hours. Holy.
Yo, wait, do /bell business show now.
Nice, bro.
Hey, I just hit a bill, bro. Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
The final map art.
Wait, what's he gonna spend his $1 billion on? Come on, please
Now
be something
we
good.
are top 5,000 on Donut SMP. But before I finished, I wanted to pass on this method to someone else. You know, help an up-and-coming businessman. First, I found a player who was looking to make money.
I can give the money-making method to one of y'all.
He's teaching a guy how to fish instead of giving someone the fish. That's smart.
Well, give it to me.
So basically, how I made a bill, I sold people custom /pay map arts.
Do you have like another platform that's just empty so I can like make my own map?
Well, I'm putting you on game right here. I mean, this is how I made a bill.
So we joined a VC, and he started his pitch.
Wait, Viper, do you want to buy a custom map art? It's like a /pay custom map art with your name on it.
Sure, bro. I'll buy it.
But like, it's gonna be like 30 to 40 mil though.
No, I'll pay you 1 mil for a custom with my name on it, bro.
After like 10 minutes of
1 mil?
trying, he didn't have any success. And when he stopped responding to me, I thought he had given up.
Yo, bro. Yo, just take the platform, bro.
What the heck? Yo!
Why am I playing this stupid server?
Fire. W video, bro. Nah, W Bacon Waffles. Everybody please subscribe to Bacon. He actually, every single one of his videos are so fire. W video though.